Honorable Ntuli, Honorable Malema, Honorable Nomvalo, Honorable Skosana, Honorable Mngango.
No, thanks, Chair. No, I wanted to say, because the legal team is saying that they've already done some work, my suggestion is that let that work be made available to us as soon as possible. But in addition to that being done, let's also agree that in support of the proposal made by Honorable Mateus, that we as political parties represented or members represented in this committee, let's put a time frame for us to have our submissions also made by Friday. And I was going to say Friday, 12 o'clock during the day. So that what we receive from the team between now and Friday helps us to make up our mind whether we need to make additions or not. Because it may very well be that what they have already worked on takes into account what each one of us may be thinking must be added on the terms of references. So my firm proposal is that let's have that being released as soon as it could be possible. But the deadline for us is that by Friday, 12 o'clock during the day, we have our own submissions made so that they can be consolidated into one proposal that will in turn be resent back to all of us. So that by the time we meet to discuss the terms of references, we are familiar with what has been added by various members who are represented in this committee. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chair. I agree with what the Chief will be saying, but you are all ignoring a very important proposal made by Honorable Mateus. Just give us the person who must send the proposals to. It's as simple as that. And then the proposals by end of Friday, midday, then they are closing. But if you give us a person now who will submit while seated here, because we've got those things. We didn't come here to play. We came here ready. And I don't know what is this remark that General Mkhwanazi is not what he presented is not evidence. I don't know where does that arise, because it doesn't arise at all. We're just trying to get an advice on how those things can be dealt with. General Mkhwanazi, you can't say what he presented is not evidence. We'll deal with that. We're still dealing with terms of reference. We can't start by saying General Mkhwanazi, what he said is not evidence. That's very dismissive. Right at the beginning, we're starting on a wrong footing. So please, when people are asked, especially support staff, they must not enter into the terrain. They must just give us technical advice and leave the rest to us. Because we're not going to live here being part of a remark that says what Mkhwanazi said is not evidence. Thanks, Chief.
Ngiyakuthokozisa. Ngesikhethu ngiyakuthokozisa.
No, ngiyasikwasitebele njalo.
I was a bit disturbed as well, like my colleagues, the remark by the legal team. And I'm still saying again, Chair, in our joint sitting, the chief legal advisor is not here even today. Now, for me, it's like, I'm not sure, maybe it's the chair of the Justice Committee knows why he's not here. I'm not sure, but the issue is that the chief legal advisor again is not here, and we've raised that in the joint sitting. And for me, it's disturbing that in this serious meeting where we are told there's legal advice, but the guy who's leading them is not here, or the lady who's leading them is not here. And the question is why, Chair? Next time this thing must not happen. If they want to work with us, and they should not, guide us like our own members have already said that what Mkhwanazi said is not evidence, it's disturbing. Then why are we here? Are we here for gossiping? No, we are not here for that. Mkhwanazi presented, he attached evidence in that press statement, and we are going to deal with that here. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable member. It was Mwango before the honorable member from the DA.
Well, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I also take the cue on those who have already congratulated you on your elections. Most of what I had actually also wanted to say had been covered. Safe to say that I was also equally very disturbed to hear that Mkwanazi's revelations actually are not evidence. I think that was actually defeating the purpose of this session. And my second concern is the absence of the chief legal advisor, because for me this is a critical, start of this process of investigation. So for me it is very, very crucial that we start from a solid foundation, solid legal foundation as well. So I am raising my concern that the chief legal advisor is not here to ensure that we actually have a smooth takeoff, as it were, of the processes and the functions of this committee. Thank you.
Okay, you were the last Honorable Ngola.
Thank you very much, Chair. Sorry. I want to first make a disclaimer that the Chief Legal Advisor of Parliament is not part of the Justice Committee. They are in the office of the Speaker, but I think the proposal may be, given the nature of the issues we ought to deal with, we prefer that the Chief Legal Advisor be deployed to the work we're going to be doing to assist the committee, of course, without sounding as though that we don't take serious the legal advisors that are here, but they can work as a team being led by the chief legal advisor. I think I want to also second that as when we undergo this process of submissions and inputs on the terms of reference and the program, at least by next week, if we are to set a time frame of Friday, at least by next week, Tuesday, we must have been able to sit a meeting, even if it's virtual as proposed, to deal with two issues, the terms of reference and the program of the committee. I'm sure by now, Chair, when we leave here, you would have been able to establish your own management committee that is going to be led by you to deal with some of the technical, deep, detailed issues, so that when we come to a broader committee meeting, at least there is work that has been done through your office and your technical team. Thank you very much, Chair.
Look, honorable members, I think we have spoken enough on these matters. Otherwise, we are going to end up discussing things that we must not discuss. We have agreed on the preliminary terms of reference that they must be released by Friday. And we have also agreed that proposals that parties may want to make must be, where do they send them? Where do they send? When you say to us, you must speak on the microphone and say, I'm Pilot Kwebu, send to me.
You can send the proposals to myself, pkwebo@parliament.gov.za.
What we will do, honorable members, a WhatsApp group will be created for the committee, and all those details will be forwarded there. It may not be him alone. Whoever is in the secretariat, their emails, their details will be sent. Yeah. The part that has been said by the guy from legal about what is evidence and what is not evidence is subjective. Let's not dwell on it. No, I'm saying it is subjective on his part. He can't decide for us what is evidence and what is not evidence. That's what I'm saying, Honorable Skosana. Yeah. It's unfortunate that it has been said here. Yes. he can't say it even before we agree on the terms of reference. The terms of reference will be the one that tell us that this is evidence or it is not evidence. Yeah. So, Honorable